First one's the best.
Hello, good evening. It is February 6th, or February 7th. Wow, Wednesday, February 7th. I'm Otaku, and this is the Crypto Chaos of the evening. It's crazy. We're broken out of we finally broken out of our 2-week struggle over 42 and 43,000 Bitcoin. So, man, we are looking great. We're about ready to hit this resistance at 45,000. We're just struggling to get back over our resistance in January. So, yeah, once we get through there, boom, Bitcoin's going to be going to the moon. And who knows? I mean, there's so much going on right now. Everyone's talking about. So, let's dive in. According to Cointelegraph, Bitcoin has 10 days until BTC price metric squeezes into the squeeze zone. Volatility monitoring is calling for a dramatic upending of flat BTC price action within coming days. We've got 10 days. 10 days for a huge move. The trader, who are they quoting anyway? Yeah, well, a trader post on X. Let's see who they're referring to. Horn Hairs. Horn Hairs is anticipating a huge move for Bitcoin's price. Let's check out his chart and see what's going on. Now's the time to get your plan ready for either direction. Don't want to be stuck in a frozen panic with no plan. If things launch towards upwards or nuke lower, it's coming very soon. So yeah, once we hit the squeeze, it's about a 60% chance we go up. So yeah, it seems like maybe this is what they were already talking about. It's already happening. We're already going up from that squeeze. I mean, you can see here, we've been consolidating it through that squeeze for like the last 3 days. So we're already there. We already made it. He's predicting a 10-day squeeze, but I mean, my God, dude, I was just saying this last night. It usually takes about 2 weeks to really prove through a consolidation period whether or not we're gonna have an upward or a downward spiral. So yeah, this is mega bullish. I'm excited. We're already touched the butt of 45k today, and yeah, we're only gonna go up in the long run. If you look out too, I mean, I kind of cleaned up my chart a little bit today. I mean, boom, we're still going up, nothing but up since August of last year, nothing but up. All right, so yeah, other news too. Solana also in a similar pattern, squeezing out of this range. Again, not even caring about the outage yesterday. Just keeps running. There's so much happening on Solana, and I'm really bullish for the future. And you know, a lot of it comes off of, you know, in poor taste of ETH. ETH's poor performance of it's, you know, the fees are too damn high. The fees are too damn high on ETH. Okay. So once we get through, you know, they upgrade the layer 1, it's gonna be better. Speaking of ETH, let's get on the ETH chart. Same pattern, same squeeze, same pattern. But yeah, once ETH resolves itself, I'm hoping that better things are to come. But in the meantime, we have Solana, and Solana is amazing. So let's just pray that happens. So another thing too is ETH's layer 2 Polygon. Rumors are with the next Polygon update that it's going to act more like a traditional layer 1. putting its possible price prediction much higher than previously predicted. I mean, who knows? Maybe Matic, once this upgrade goes live and people really see what it's capable of, that we could see a $100 Matic. I mean, if Chainlink can get there, so could Polygon maybe. So, I mean, if you look back at Polygon's previous price at $3, that's a long way up, but anything's possible. Especially if you have a better settlement on Polygon than you do on Ethereum. So that's a few things I'm looking at right now. I've got a whole different type of plays I'm looking at. I'm shilling everything I own, so it's not like I'm you know, talking out my butt. I'm doing plenty of research into these projects and listening to all the gossip in the space. So there's that as well. Yep, fees are too damn high. That's right, Mondo. I cannot get over that. Even Bitcoin's getting up in fees. But yeah, I wanted to go over that real quick. It's just been a really good day. Let's go into the rest of the market, see what's going on. Fear and Greed Index is in extreme greed on the U.S. Stock Exchange, and crypto. We're still about the same. I don't know why. I mean, it should be the most bullish time ever. We are, how many days? 64, 66 days until the halving. Boom. 72. What am I saying? 64. 72, 74. Yeah, 72 days till the halving. 420 blaze it, April 20th. I know everyone's going to be having a good time. Yeah, so let's see what else is going on. Everything's pretty much green now. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. We got green everywhere. I don't even know where to start. I can't even really dive into this. There's so much going on the hour, on the day, on the week, on the month, on the year. We're green. We're all green. So I better see the Fear and Greed tomorrow at least a 70 in the crypto space, because this makes no sense. I mean, come on, we're days before a halving, weeks, months, whatever, and we could front run the halving so strong. I mean, 45,000 is just a breath away. It could happen tonight while I'm streaming. China wakes up at 9 o'clock. Keep an eye on that. See what they do, because rumor is they're going to be getting some stimulus soon. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh's looking at putting some stimulus out there. Let's see. Any news on that? China stimulus. Oh, there's so much to go over today too. The ETFs. Oh, I heard that ETFs in South Korea are also on the rise, and they're happening as soon as well. And that the leader of South Korea was supposed to meet with Gary Gensler of all people. Oh, to go over regulation. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Gary Gensler can suck an egg. Alrighty. Let's see if we can find some of these articles. Yeah, China. I may have already showed this before a few days ago. China's ramping up stimulus to boost market confidence. That was last week. So about a week ago from tomorrow. Ooh, oh yeah, that's the whole thing too with the Prometheum blockchain. That's a whole mess as well. We should dive into that as well. That was in the Congress a few days ago. I think it was yesterday. Okay, let's get into that. Oh wow, there's just so much to go over. ETH could reach 27,000 this bull cycle. An expert predicts. Ryan Berkman's? Who is he interviewing? Not familiar with this expert. God. Yeah, Ryan Berkman's. He says that ETH could reach 27,000 at the top of the current bull cycle. So we're looking at 2025. Man, it's a lot higher than I predicted. I really was calling for like maybe a $12,000-$15,000 ETH. Yeah, that's kind of what he says right there too. personal prediction is 12,000 to 27,000 per ETH. I mean, we saw it with the ETFs, right? We've seen what happened with the ETFs. We kind of had a slow start, but they were ramping up to a bull run. Could that happen with ETH? I mean, we touched 5K last year, last bull cycle. So, you would think that we'd at least double, maybe 1.5. Our, I don't know. Maybe 20K is not that far fetched, really. I was thinking 15K is more realistic. I mean, there's so much more ETH to Bitcoin, so I never really imagined it would be that fast of a jump, especially with the fees, especially since they haven't resolved any of these issues we've been talking about. They really got to get scaling down. And staking, since it's gotten to proof of stake, I've seen very lackluster results. But when you zoom out, I mean, you look at it, it doesn't really look that much of a difference compared to Bitcoin's chart, really. I mean, yeah. Who knows? Maybe that will be a thing we see. We just got to get this whole regulation thing wrapped up, man. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, last year we couldn't even get Gary Gensler to say when he was being, interviewed in Congress about how whether or not ETH was a security or a commodity. And the whole Pokemon card thing too was just ridiculous, over the top. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on with that. The Prometheum thing. So let's dive into that. Congress was questioning why Prometheum seemed like it had special treatment with regulation in terms of being a security, because we haven't seen anything moving with security-based blockchains or security deemed blockchains. So that's something that they really got to get. They got to get this moving, man. This is so big. I've been in crypto for 3 years now, and I've seen them go absolutely nowhere with this. Gary Gensler, if anything, hopefully we get another president just so we can get some new people at the SEC, but that remains to be seen. Oh boy. So yeah, we'll dive into this a little bit. So Prometheum, one of the few crypto companies to have approval from the U.S. financial regulators as a special purpose broker dealer, SPBD, for digital asset securities, has announced that it will be offering institutional custody services for Ether. I hate that. Why are they calling it Ether? Every time I hear it on the news now, I mean, I'm actually kind of happy that it's even talking about it on CNBC, but yeah, when they say Ether, it drives me crazy. It's ETH. In a February 7th post on X, Prometheum suggested that Ethereum would be treated as a security for custodial services on its platform. The firm received approval for the U.S. Financial Industry Regulatory Authority in May of 2023. Seemingly, the meeting many of the guidelines set by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Yeah, it's a crapshoot, and Congress knows it. They know that everyone has got their fingers in everything. Everyone in Congress, everyone in the Senate, everyone in the Fed, everyone's got their own agenda. They're pushing something, they're lobbying something, they're getting some bill to pass some incentive for some company or corporation. It's just a sticky mess. But I remember hearing hearings where they were questioning their partnership with China on this, and apparently they have a very large Chinese investor, and it is the CCP, and so the Chinese Communist Party has their fingers all up in this, and they were questioning about it, because there's only one thing that China really cares about, and that's total control. I mean, so why would they? They said it. They said it really well, and see if I can find the soundbite real quick. But they were questioning them based on their Chinese involvement. Like, let me see if I can find it. I heard it from the who did I hear it from today? If you're just catching me the first time, I actually am a very good critic when it comes to other YouTube influencers in the crypto space. I listen to everyone. So I think it was the crypto teacher had a soundbite of it, or a video. If you haven't seen him yet, check him out. He is awesome, especially if you're a conspiracy nut like me. I absolutely eat the stuff up because anything's possible. Anything's possible. I mean, hell, Bitcoin could be created by the our U.S. government, the CIA. It could be a plan. It could be anything to control the masses into a different direction. To in some people's eyes, collapse the legacy market and bring out this new thing. So anything's possible. Let's dive into this real quick. Oh man, I think it was this one here. MAGA.
He talks about Prometheum as an American company, but according to SEC filings, he says strategic partner and joint venture with Shanghai Wanshang Blockchain Incorporated and its affiliate HashKey. The former company is a spin-off of Wanshang Group, which has deep ties to the Chinese Communist Party. Wanshang Group was founded in 1969, and the founder passed recently. An official press release commented that the comrade always listened to the party and followed the party. That group is now led by that gentleman's son, Lu Wangding, and the press release is almost identical by saying that he will carry forward the practice of the deceased founder and always listen to the party and follow the party. I can tell you from being on the Chinese Select Committee, that is a chilling statement. And we have an American company that's in bed with the Chinese. Mr. Kaplan, what percentage of your company is owned by a Chinese entity?
I think approximately 20%.
20% of it. How much influence do they have over your company?
They have the same rights as other shareholders.
How much access do they have to intellectual property?
Wang Zheng has no access to any Prometheum code or technology or system, server, or customer data.
If they're on the board of directors and have access to all your data from the standpoint of being an investor, how do you answer that question like that?
The bylaws were changed in the filing that was filed with the SEC on November 2021, and they basically limit who has access to data, including directors.
Okay, where's the data stored right now?
In the United States.
Okay, your headquarters is here, your data is stored. It's not stored anywhere in China.
Not at all, sir.
Okay, you had a designation as a digital asset security broker dealer, and as such, you have a lot of person identifiable information on your clients, do you not?
Correct.
Okay, does any of that information or any of the technology have, does the Chinese have any access to that at all at this point?
Absolutely not, sir. I want to point out Prometheum is an American-born, bred, and controlled company, and basically no foreign influence or control over Prometheum is had to any of its systems, its code, its servers, or its customers' data.
Well, I'm glad you could read that, but that doesn't impress me because I sit on a committee, and I can tell you any company that is either owned by or are involved with the Chinese Communist Party and or government is influenced by them.
Yep. So, yeah, there's been a lot of interesting hearings lately. Crypto's been all over the place. All over the place. It's in the news. It's in the media. It's all over the damn place. So, yeah, it's been a very interesting week for crypto. Jerome Powell's been talking about it. AI, crypto, Janet Yellen. Yeah, I mean, there's been so many hearings and so many different. I mean, Coinbase is still going through their lawsuit. XRP is being pulled back again. There's so much resistance right now. And so it still feels like we're early. Still feels like we're early. A lot of this stuff needs to be resolved. Has to be proper regulation for the people. Actually, stuff that prevents people from getting hacked and taken advantage of. Not this, mumbo jumbo. Who has what, and monopoly this and like whatever. Like we got to get this moving. probably know Hong Kong's going to be the next, you know, crypto hub, or Japan, or we're just so far behind. So yeah, anyway, I thought I'd share that. Props to the crypto teacher. I love his content. I've been watching it for years, as well as other influencers. That's what's got me inspired to get out there as well. So thank you. Yeah. All right, let's just dive into another topic. There's just too much to cover today. Let's see. There was we touched base on this a little bit yesterday, but BlackRock's goal, right, to tokenize basically everything. It's coming. Like, they want your house, they want your car, they want every asset on the planet to be a tokenized thing, a tangible asset. So it's kind of scary. I was thinking really hard about this today. Like, if every single thing ends up being tokenized, like the way they want identity to go now with I mean, there's all the talk about CBDCs. I really think that's going to be a throwaway buzzword in a few years, because I mean, they're basically attacking it as a whole. There's definitely crypto technology surrounding it, but anyway, it doesn't really matter, because what the goal is to basically track the end user for everything, whatever you buy, wherever you go. Like, it's kind of scary. Like, we're gonna be living in a whole other world here in another 5-10 years. And this is like kind of the beginning of that. We're seeing just like the forefront of the future, where you're not even going to be able to log in to, say, Facebook. If you use Facebook, you're not going to be able to log into Facebook and not have your identity attached to it, or like Reddit or Twitter. You're going to be held accountable. You're going to be held accountable for every single thing you say and do. It's going to be really bizarre. And I really think that, I mean, right now they're attacking Monero. And if you're not familiar with Monero is, it's one of the most decentralized currencies, cryptocurrencies out there. It has the most security. No one, you can't everyone's really afraid of this token, because you really cannot track its end users. And I'm really starting to really appreciate what Monero has been about, and I've always stood away from it just based on price action, but that's the thing that's really been getting me upset now too lately, is everyone keeps referring to these ETFs, like how much in dollars. I really don't want to care how much in dollars BlackRock accumulates in Bitcoin. I care how many Bitcoins they have, because it's not going to matter in the end. And so yeah, Monero, I'm excited to see what happens with it, but let's just basically speculate and see if it's still going to be around, because that will be the dark web black market coin. And if we ever do see, I mean, there's no way they're going to regulate that. That's just pretty much it. But yeah, let's see what's going on with that. Maybe on the charts. But in the meantime, my company keeps going up. Look at that. McDonald's just keeps going up. Yay, McDonald's. I can still work. All right. I can work another day until that bubble pops. All right. So Monero. Throw that on there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. It once was $500 in the last bear run. That's impressive. Wow. But lately we've seen that dip since we've had the regulation all over it with the regulators. So again, I've never touched it. I love the technology behind it, but I just can't get involved in something like that. Let's see what's going on with what's next. Oh boy, just so much wrapped up. It's been a crazy week. I don't think we've heard anything else yet about Neuralink. Keeping an eye on that as well. Again, this week, the week's almost over now. Like, this week we're supposed to have just an update on the trials, the human trials. A week ago. Yeah, nothing really. I mean, unless it's out there and I missed it. What else we got? How about we dive into seeing what's going on with the ETFs? Where did we end up the day at? 76,000 with BlackRock as of today. Yeah, so they just keep accumulating. That's insane. Absolutely insane. I think it was about 3 or 4. Let's see, go back. 3 or 4,000 Bitcoin a day. Today, well, that was yesterday. Only 1,000 Bitcoin yesterday. 76.7. This is not updated. I'm having a struggle with this on the daily. It's probably somewhere between 79 and 80k. I mean 80,000 Bitcoin. Grayscale still bleeding a little bit, not much. Down to 470,000. Oh man. Yeah. So still bleeding a little bit. It's coming down a lot. You can see incrementally every single day, just slightly going down less and less. Only 1,700 today. That's good. We'll finally start seeing this bleed off, and then there's nothing really stopping Bitcoin's price action at that point because it's simple supply and demand. And then 72 days from now, when the flippin' halving happens, and then boom, you're not gonna get our 900 Bitcoin a day anymore. It's gonna be cut down to 450. So how are we gonna be able to allow BlackRock to purchase another 1,000 a day even at that point when we're not even making close to that a day? And not only that, all these other ETFs are gobbling up a similar amount. I mean, where are we at? Fidelity catching up a little bit. 63. Almost about 1,000 a day too. So BlackRock's averaging around like 3 or 4 now. It won't be there. It won't be there. And I know BlackRock's made deals with the miners that they have their hands in large portion of the mining companies. So they're going to be getting an insured amount for a set amount of time, whatever that agreement was. So there's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Oh wow. Anything else change on the top 10? Anything flip? Anything move? Doge is back in the top 10 spot. Ooh, it's fighting Chainlink for the top 10 spot. Anything going on with Doge? We had a bit of a pump in the last day. That's a significant pump for Doge. It's still moving. Anything going on in the news with Doge? Not really anything significant. Oh. So I'm sad to see that. I am. I love Chainlink. Any reason why they're coming down a little bit? Heck. Chainlink bullish retest signals. $21 ahead, and then we go down. Yeah, I don't really see anything that really significantly knocks Chainlink down today. So interesting. XRP's on number 6 spot. Solana's 5. Yep. And we're just waiting for all that tether to be deployed. I mean, God, man, if we could like triple Bitcoin overnight with the amount that's sitting on tether and USDC. Holy crap. All that money on the sidelines. Makes no sense. It's crazy. Why wouldn't they want a piece of this pie? I know a lot of it's being staked. At least I know USDC is able to be staked. I think that's another problem that the regulators have in America. stablecoin and the dividends associated with the staking. We'll see. I mean, they have to. I mean, it's funny because they really don't seem to they seem to be opposed by these stable coins. Even though it basically represents a digital dollar, it should be their digital dollar, right? Like, why isn't America jumping on this yet? I mean, this has been floating out here now in a very strong movement, obviously, with Bitcoin. Why haven't they come out and made their own official U.S. standard cryptocurrency and not just dabble in the CBDCs? They just want to control people. They just want to control people and what they spend on. That's why we got into these CBDCs to begin with. Alrighty. Okay, so what else is going on? We talked about all sorts of stuff yesterday. The Hedera partnership with Saudi Arabia. Pretty cool. I wonder if Craig Stephen Wright, he was the one in the London court system right now, attempting to gain ownership of all Bitcoin intellectual rights because he's claiming to be the sole inventor of Bitcoin, or at least the primary one on the dev team. So what's going on with that? What is going on with that? Anything new today? UK court releases verdict. Ooh, did they? No, that was. Wait, what? I don't remember. Maybe I forgot about this. Did he file for? Did he file for that a couple years ago? Well, anyway, it looks like we're still gonna have to wait to see the outcome on that. That is a shame. Take a quick look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart. Why not? Why not? Where are we at? Boom! Bitcoin rainbow chart. Are you accumulating? Because we are still in the accumulation phase according to the Bitcoin rainbow chart. The legendary mythic Bitcoin rainbow chart. I love this chart. I love it. It's just so pretty. But yeah, we're just waiting. We're waiting. Are just about to touch still cheap. And that would be at what? 48,000 to 63,000. Man, we've got a long way to go. Long way to go until we hit maximum bubble territory. Long way to go. All right. Oh, well, I'm curious. What's going on with the chart? The Bitcoin on the exchanges. How much we got left? What do we got left? We're doing down. We down to 1.7 yet? 1.7 million Bitcoins out there to be gobbled up. Nah, we're still at 1.89. 1.89. One day, Bitcoin will be as scarce as I don't know. What's your favorite collectible? It'll be as scarce as stadium events on the NES. Wouldn't that be nice? Honestly, it will, because we're pretty sure that 3 to 5 million are completely wiped out. They no longer exist. They are not on this Earth anymore. So that is going to be an interesting time. Alrighty. So that pretty much is all I've got for today. Let's see if we can take a look at X. What's going on with X? Anything on the new Bitcoin space is maybe popping up right now? Any interesting charts? Boom. What is that? picking up a Bitcoin. Damn, that Solana looked good while it lasted. Really? Everyone hating on Solana right now. Come on. Come on. Ooh, I can see why it, yeah, it looked good while it lasted. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Obama actually did say something about Bitcoin.
Technologically, it is possible to make an impenetrable device or system where the encryption is so strong that there's no key, there's no door at all. What mechanisms do we have available to even do simple things like tax enforcement? Because if in fact you can't crack that at all, government can't get in, then everybody's walking around with a Swiss bank account in their pocket. The question we now have to ask is, if technologically...
I don't know about you, but I carry my Swiss bank account everywhere I go. Around my neck. Watch out. Yep, Bitcoin. Obama did make a simple reference to Bitcoin. Not sure how I feel about that. If he was like talking about it in a way that maybe Americans should, you know, be worried about. We'll see. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh yeah, Mondo. You want me to talk about Neo Xeon? Wow, Neo Xeon. Well, perhaps I could talk about Neo Xeon. Well, let's see. Can we jump into? Well, Neo Xeon is a space colony in Gundam. It is a successor to the Principality of Xeon. It is for the glory of Xeon. Neo Xeon will defeat the Earth Federation and take back their independence from the Earth. So yeah, Neo Xeon is that's Neo Xeon. And let me see what I got here. Here we go. Here's a good representation of Neo Xeon. This is one of my babies. Yeah, look at that beautiful red mecha. Yeah. And the Neo Xeon logo. So, hail Xeon, and just like Bitcoin, we're fighting for our independence, okay? We're fighting for our financial freedom. And Neo Xeon is fighting for their freedom, their independence from the Earth. So, there's some correlation there. Jesus. Oh, God. Yeah. So... Neo Xeon. Thank you, Mondo. Jesus. So yeah, what's this? Fred Krueger says tomorrow is the day the green 187 BTC switches places with the orange 190 BTC. What the heck is he getting after? It would have taken less than 30 days for the new 9 or the new to overtake MSTR, the new 9 referring to the ETFs, I assume, and MSTR, MicroStrategy, all hail Michael Saylor, in Bitcoin holdings. So, man, it will have taken less than 30 days to get up to Michael Saylor status in ETFs. We just looked at that. That's MicroStrategy right there. Let's see. MicroStrategy is currently at 190,000. They just bought another load of Bitcoin yesterday, and yeah, it won't take that long. 30 days between Fidelity and BlackRock. We're pretty much already there. Yeah, they're gonna be there in like another month. I mean, we're gonna double. Yeah, 160,000 probably by the end of this month, maybe give or take a few days, BlackRock will be there. So yeah, he's not wrong. He is not wrong. This is going to get crazy, stupid crazy, and fast. Oh man. Everyone's just kind of sharing that Obama. Yep. Bitcoin or slavery. Oh man. Oh man. What in the world? Everyone's just happy. Everyone's just happy. Bitcoin's pumping today. We still got about 15-ish minutes until China starts waking up and seeing, oh no, China miss out on Bitcoin. We cannot miss out on Bitcoin. We must buy all the Bitcoins. I really do. China, you don't want to be left behind. You don't want to be left behind. And if you're in mainland China, I'm sorry if the CCP is listening, but you gotta get your hand on some of this juicy freedom. Juicy freedom. Because all of our money's going to crap. I mean, China is also fighting for their financial freedom as well. The yuan's not doing good. Not. They're gonna have to do some stimulus. We just went over that earlier. They're gonna have to do some stimulus. They're gonna have to print more money. We're gonna print more money. It's an election cycle. This is gonna be a money printing spree. And I got into crypto when the money started flowing in with the the great flu. And the great flu brought a lot of stimulus. So I know exactly what happens to Bitcoin during a lot of money printing. So we'll see that happen right again. Oh man, I mean, all my friends and family weren't really talking about Bitcoin. Well, I mean, some of my friends were. I remember some of my employees started talking about Bitcoin during the Great Flu. And then they were asking me questions about it. And yeah, I mean, you don't make enough money at McDonald's to really necessarily buy a large sum of Bitcoin, but like people were getting $3,000 stimulus checks, and they were asking me, oh, "Is this a good time? Is this a good time?" Like, it's always a good time to buy Bitcoin. No, I think at the time I told them it was too overheated. It was like we were at the 50,000, the first hump, and I was telling my my colleagues, they were asking me, I haven't heard anyone talk about Bitcoin since 2021. Not a single person. So when people start asking you questions again, hey, you're into technology, you know about this Bitcoin thing, you know at that point that you need to start paying attention and starting to take some profits off the table, because that's what's going to happen. I seen it last time. I know the signs. I paid attention enough last cycle. It's going to happen again. So wait till we're here, people start talking about it, and then sell it up there, or even on the way up. You can't time the top. You can't do it. Can't time that top. Sell it. Yep. All right. What else do we got going on? Everyone's just kind of happy. Oh, there's British Hodl. I love British Hodl. Another great YouTuber. Got some great stuff out there. The other day, actually, he had... you know what? I'm going to see if I can give him a little bit of a shout out, too. He had a short that I really liked. Yeah. Yeah, this thing. This thing right here.
How much capital you would actually need to get it to $1 million per Bitcoin. Well, if you look at the Bank of America study, there's 118 to 1. It means $118 get added to the market cap for every dollar that gets put into Bitcoin. A $21 trillion market cap divided by 118 gives you a net investment requirement of $178 billion into Bitcoin over a period of time. Now think about this. BlackRock's 1% equals 100 billion. And then you've got Fidelity that's already in the game, and that equals another 45 billion, right? And this doesn't include the demand that's coming from derivatives as soon as the options markets open up, and the options markets will open up. It doesn't include the demand that comes from businesses. It doesn't include the demand that comes from institutions. It doesn't include the demand that comes from companies. It doesn't include the demand that comes from retail. You know, all this 145 billion from just BlackRock and Fidelity over time doesn't even include other Michael Saylors buying up a percentage of their net worth in Bitcoin because they see that as the protection vehicle that they need against the amount of money printing that's happened. How much capital?
Yeah, great knowledge. I love it. And he was basically just referring to Bank of America's study they did as well. So I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, Mondo, I really wish I could get him on my stream or maybe something like that, but I'm still a baby, okay? I'm still a baby. I'm not gonna lie. I need to get myself up there one day. But yeah, man, he's been all on it. But yeah, that seems to be about all I got right now. Bitcoin go up. China opens up in about 10 minutes. Bitcoin will go up more. Wow. Hey, Bitcoin hodler, if you're out there and you're listening to me, or you know someone, or someone knows you, whatever, I would love to have a chat with you. Just saying, because he was attacked not that long ago by a bunch of I don't even know, no coiners probably. I don't know who attacked him, but basically Bitcoin hodler was talking about how you need to have one Bitcoin. He says on his channel too, you need to own one Bitcoin or get off or whatever. He's very derogatory about it, but people took it to heart, and it's really not fair to him and his content. He has great content, but he really motivates people to get at least one Bitcoin. And I know it's tough. I know it's hard right now, especially as we go up, but that's his spiel, okay? That's his spiel. I'm not gonna fault him for it. But yeah, everyone's happy. Bitcoin's going up. Bitcoin's going to the moon. Even Obama's happy. He's talking about it right before the pre-halving rally. You can't make this stuff up. Oh man, look at that. You're pulling that freedom. Yep. You just need one coin, one for all. I love it. Oh man, look at that. It's the pet rock again. Yay! I'll take that pet rock any day. Hell, it'd be really cool. You make a hardware wallet and you just make it a into a pet rock. Oh, I would love that. I might 3D print a pet rock for my my hardware wallet. Just keep it hidden there. That's awesome. Yeah, where's Bitcoin at? 40,462, or no, 40,000, 40, what am I talking about? 44,600. It's just number go up, really. Number go up. What do we got here on the hour? I mean, it's just bullish, pushing into resistance. At some point, we're gonna have a little bit of consolidation. We did a little bit there. But man, that's still tight. Even those little consolidation ranges are tight. I mean, man, we're going to be testing 45 here again shortly. Probably tonight. No, not a doubt. I mean, unless China wakes up and sells off. Who knows? Who knows? Didn't look at Jasmine today. Jasmine had a little bit of a uprise as well. Again, not gonna find anything on Jasmine, but I'm gonna take a look anyway, just to see. Who knows? Maybe there's some news on Jasmine. People are talking about it on X right now. 5 hours ago, then suddenly, exactly. I just how I described it. Exactly. Look at this. 2 hours ago, Jasmine at Team Z Web3 AI Summit 2024 will be held on April 13th to 14th. Well, I mean, at least they're listed. I mean, people are so concerned that this is not even a real project. For years, I've had people talk about how Jasmy's not a real project. It was the first regulated crypto in Japan. How could it not be a real project? How? You know how hard it is to get regulated in Japan? Oh my god. So yeah, here it is again. Listed in another convention. Jasmy. Jasmy. Oh man. One of these days. Jasmine will get back. Jasmine Japan's Bitcoin. 2 hours ago, Federal Reserve announced plans to reduce interest rates in mid-2024. Ooh. When was that? That was a few days ago, wasn't it? In mid-2024. I mean, the last Jerome Powell was talking about, it was like May. I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, some speculate that the Fed aims to bolster Biden's administration by taking credit for economic recovery. What does it have to do with Jasmine? What do you think? Either way, elections will influence crypto this year. Oh, come on. It has nothing to do with Jasmine. Anyway, I digress. It's so hard to get any sort of news on one of my favorite projects. But yeah, I think I am going to call it a stream tonight. I was hoping to do maybe a longer stream if Bitcoin wanted to rally towards the end. Ooh, it's so close though. I just don't have time for the loading screen, and I know number will go up. And that's all it is. Keep stacking those sats. Keep being the best crypto accumulator you can be. And I'll see you next time. Crypto out. Later.